the Skin Philosopher. Thank you for joining me. Today I would like to discuss with you vitamin A and why it's important in our skin routine. In the 80s, vitamin A became very important. It hit the market, people went crazy for it. Oh my goodness, I need vitamin A, it's very anti-aging, it's changed my skin is so much better. But what started to happen was the form of vitamin A that was introduced in the 80s was a prescriptive form that showed pretty significant change to the skin pretty rapidly. But the issue is that long term, after about 12 months, a lot of clients started to notice that their skin was becoming very thin. It was becoming very red and, if anything, more sensitive. So what we found out down the track was that it depends on what form of vitamin A you're using in your skincare routine. And what I mean by that is vitamin A is known by many different terms. The prescriptive form of vitamin A on the market is generally called retinoic acid, and that is the active form that when your skin sees that form of vitamin A, it immediately starts that cell turnover. Now that's something that's great, but it depends where your skin is at in its cell turnover and whether or not it is required at that time. So after realizing that retinoic acid was rapidly causing cell turnover, but too frequently, it started to cause a lot of photosensitivity in the skin. You weren't allowed to go out in the sun. It thinned the skin and it never allowed that top layer to really form and let the skin go back into the layers that it's required to protect itself. So retinoic acid is something that you want, but not putting it into your skin in the actual form. You want to allow your own skin to take a form of vitamin A that you can store and convert it into the active form that you require when it's needed. So other forms of vitamin A that we like is retinol. Retinol is known as a precursor to retinoic acid. It's something that you can put into your skin. It's not going to force the skin into cell turnover, but rather allow your skin to choose whether or not it is required there and then. It will then use what is required, and what is not required will actually be taken and put into your fat cells as a storage supply for later use. So the next time your skin does go to regenerate, it will never be depleted from that form of vitamin A because it's in your fat cells. And it is stored in the form of a vitamin A called retinaldehyde. So retinaldehyde is your storage form of vitamin A. That can be extracted by your skin, converted into the precursor called retinol, which is the precursor to retinoic acid, which will then start that cell turnover. So it's very important to understand that when you're choosing a form of vitamin A in your skincare routine, that you choose a form of vitamin A that is working with your skin and allowing your skin to make the decision whether or not it's something that is required. This will eliminate any photosensitivity that is caused by this particular vitamin, but it is the key anti-aging antioxidant and vitamin required, and it is what is required to start cell turnover and cell regeneration. So make sure that you have a very good stable form of vitamin A in the right percentage so that your skin, when it goes to regenerate, it always has surplus supplies and storage to help and assist with any skin repair or regeneration process where it would require vitamin A. I hope that you found this information useful, and if you do have any comments, please do so in below, and I would be more than happy to answer the questions or comments for you. Thank you.